Rahm Emanuel, Obama's chief of staff, was President Clinton's senior advisor. In 2000, President Clinton rewarded Emanuel for his years of loyal service by appointing him to the board of directors for Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac, which was created by Congress, is the country's biggest home loan mortgage company. At the same time Freddie Mac was deceiving investors with false profit reports, Emanuel was its director, and he made more than $300,000 in just 14 months. This unlawful activity is the driving reason why our government was forced to bail Freddie Mac out with hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars in 2008. As chief of staff, Emanuel is Obama's top assistant and has developed a close relationship to the president. The New York Times reported that he played a critical role in the selection of nearly every Obama cabinet and staff member. In 2006, Rahm went on major media outlets to discuss his book, The Plan, Big Ideas for America, where he advocated mandatory national service.
Citizenship is not an entitlement program. It comes with responsibilities. Everybody somewhere between the ages of 18 and 25 will serve 3 months of basic training and understanding in a kind of civil defense. That universal sense of service, somewhere between ages 18 and 25, will give Americans, once again, a sense of what they are to be American and their contribution to a country and a common experience. And you look at World War II, well, that was a draft, but this is not a draft, it's a universal service.
He also wrote of his desire for a 100,000-person increase in the size of the U.S. Army and the creation of another domestic spying agency. Once having dual citizenship between Israel and America, Rahm has a strong allegiance toward the American-Israel Public Affairs Committee, or AIPAC, arguably one of the most influential lobbyist groups in government. We currently provide Israel with $3 billion a year in military and economic aid. Rahm's father, Benjamin, was once a member of the Jewish terrorist group Irgun. Irgun, a militant Zionist group that operated in Palestine, wanted to secure Israel's independence by any means necessary. This included deadly hotel bombings and violent massacres of innocent people. One of the biggest reasons why anti-American sentiment is so strong in the Middle East is because of our unyielding economic, military, and political support for Israel.
Today, I will be speaking from my heart and as a true friend of Israel. And I know that when I visit AIPAC, I am among friends, good friends. Friends who share my strong commitment to make sure that the bond between the United States and Israel is unbreakable today, unbreakable tomorrow, unbreakable forever.
Philip Zelikow, executive director of the 9/11 Commission, even admitted in a speech that the main reason why we invaded Iraq was to eliminate a threat to Israel. How can we truly count on Rahm Emanuel and President Obama to change the climate of anti-American sentiment in the Middle East while still appeasing AIPAC and the State of Israel? Back in January 2009, Al Jazeera hit the streets to gauge Arab public opinion.
They watched history in the making and the change that came to America. But what most Arabs want to see is a change in U.S. foreign policy toward the Middle East. There is skepticism that Barack Obama will be able to bring about that shift.
If Obama is to change America's standing in the Arab world, he will have to do what no U.S. president has done, take a hardline stance against Israel, or at least pursue a neutral policy in the Arab-Israeli conflict. That is what Arabs say. But few across the region expect him to do that.
The reason? Simply he can't. The powerful pro-Israel lobby, they say, is what drives and determines U.S. foreign policy.
The US president is only an image. There's a lobby around him that rules the US. Do you think a wise or smart person becomes the US president? The lobby is the one in control of policies.
Thousands of miles away from the White House inauguration, here in the Jordanian capital, a farewell party for outgoing George Bush. But no celebrations to mark Obama's swearing-in ceremony.
What we'll have a foreign policy that is framed in terms of values, but practically and fundamentally defending the same interests.